What is up, Guardians, and welcome back to another episode of Builds in 5, the series where I show you strong, fun, and easy to use Destiny 2 builds in 5 minutes or less. If you like this format or you enjoy weapon reviews and build guides, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. But without further ado, let's jump right into the build. In today's build, we're running a Stasis setup that feels honestly unfair. We're combining the exotic sword Praxic Blade with the brand new exotic armor Fortune's Favor, creating a build that focuses on constant freezes, aggressive gameplay, and insane control over the battlefield. Before we take a look at the subclass and go over the aspects and fragments, let me quickly show you what I'm running on my Praxic Blade. Keep in mind, you can always adjust this part to fit your own playstyle and what feels best for you. So for the Praxic Blade, I'm running Impact Core and Balanced Form. Impact Core is really nice here because your melee hits apply elemental effects that match your super, which works perfectly with Stasis and all the freezing and slowing we're doing. As you can see, I don't even have all the catalysts unlocked yet, and this build is already insanely strong, so if you do have the catalysts, this build only gets even more crazy. Alright, now let's jump into the subclass, because honestly this is where the build really starts to shine. The most important part here are the aspects and fragments, and for this setup we're running Grim, Harvest, and Shatter Dive. Grim Harvest is super important because every time you take down slowed or frozen enemies, you're creating stasis shards, and those shards keep your abilities flowing and let you stay aggressive pretty much all the time. You never really feel like you're waiting on cooldowns, which is huge for this kind of build. Shatter Dive is where things get really fun because it lets you instantly shatter frozen enemies for a big burst of damage. You're constantly slowing targets, freezing them, diving in, and just blowing everything up. And this is where Fortune's Favor fits in perfectly. While you're freezing and debuffing everything around you, Fortune's Favor gives you that extra layer of safety with overshields, so you can play way more aggressive without getting punished for it. The whole build just flows really well. Enemies can't move, they're getting frozen and shattered, and you're sitting there with an overshield, just clearing the room. Alright, after the aspects, let's quickly go over the fragments, because these are what keep the whole build running in the background without you having to think too much about it. Nothing complicated here, just really solid synergy. We're using Whisper of Conduction, so stasis shards track to us automatically. No running around, they just come to you and give melee energy back. Whisper of Durance makes slow and freeze last longer, which is great for crowd control. Whisper of Fishes boosts shatter damage and explosion size, so everything you freeze goes down much faster. Whisper of Shards helps with grenade cooldown whenever you shatter crystals, which happens all the time in this build. And finally, Whisper of Rime gives you frost armor from stasis shards, stacking nicely with the overshield from Fortune's Favor. Overall, these fragments just keep the loop going. Freeze, shatter, get energy, stay alive, repeat. Alright, with the subclass out of the way, let's move on to the armor mods. I'll keep this quick and simple, just like always, because you can adjust most of this depending on your playstyle. On the helmet, we're running Special Ammo Finder to keep our ammo economy nice and healthy, Kinetic Siphon for easy orbs of power, and Super Font to get our super back faster. On the gauntlets, we're using Grenade Font and Impact Induction double stacked, so dealing damage with your melee helps feed your grenade and keeps the ability loop going. On the chest piece, you can honestly run any resistance mods you like here, just adapt it to the activity you're playing. On the exotic leg armor, we're running Kinetic Weapon Surge for extra damage and Weapon Font double stacked to boost our overall weapon performance. And finally, on the class item, we're running Reaper for easy orbs after dodging, Time Dilation to extend our buffs, and Powerful Attraction to pull in orbs automatically. As for the stats, you want to put most of your focus into weapons first. After that, prioritize your super and your grenade. The remaining stats are pretty flexible, so feel free to split them up in a way that fits your playstyle best. And lastly, the artifact mods. I'll throw them up on screen like always, so you can just pause the video and check everything out at your own pace. Before we wrap things up, I just want to quickly say what really makes this build stand out. It's the combination of stasis crowd control, strong melee damage, and how aggressive you can play without feeling fragile. You're freezing enemies, shattering them, staying protected with overshields and frost armor, and constantly moving from one fight to the next. It feels fast, powerful, and really rewarding once you get into the flow. That's it for today's build. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscription. Thanks a lot for watching, and for everyone who's still here, I truly appreciate the support. And as always, stay sharp, Guardians, and I'll see you in the next one.
Dispatching a hawk now. Let my kid know where to